Inverter. Inverter.
Hi, welcome to clickmyproject.com. This paper will lead us to sequence homology search using fine-grained cycle sharing of ideal GPUs. In this paper, we are going to see how our fine-grained cycle sharing system is going to utilize the ideal graphic processing unit in office environment to speed up the sequence homology search in LAN environments. In FGCS system, the short idle periods of GPUs is utilized to complete the small part of the guest program. The short idle period is detected by continuously monitoring keyboard and mouse activities via event handlers rather than waiting for a screensaver. Once guest requested a service, our FGCS system divides the guest tasks into smaller parts according to a performance model in order to minimize the disruptions to the owners of the GPU resources. Our FGCS system can achieve 116% of the throughput by running our system on two non-dedicated GPU than by a single dedicated GPU. Our system can achieve 200% of throughput than by a screensaver based system. Our system detects that half of the system uptime is idle in an office environment. This leads us to believe that the hidden and unused GPU in office environments provide a powerful solution to a sequence homology search process in LAN environment. Now we are going to see the project flow. First, we have to start the server through which a client and a worker can communicate. Once after starting the server, the client establishing a connections with the server in order to request the service. After establishing a connection, the client loading the subject and query sequence. After loading the sequences, the client sends request to the server. Once the client sends the request, the job manager accepts jobs from client. Then it send the jobs to the job scheduler in order to split the client job to minimize the disruption to the owners. After scheduling a job, the server connecting workers to find the maximum ideal GPU. After establishing the connection with the server, the worker submit their resource details to the server. After submitting the resource details to the server, the worker start to monitor its own mouse and keyboard activities via event handler. When a worker detects the ideal GPU, it sends a request to the server to assign job. The server then find the worker with maximum ideal GPU and assign the scheduled job 1 to the worker who has maximum ideal GPU among the workers. It repeats the process until the client job to be assigned. The worker receives jobs from the scheduler and start to process the client job. After completing the process, the worker sends the results to the server. The server receives results from all the workers to whom it assigned jobs. After receiving all the results, it combines the results of all the workers and send the result to the client with the time taken to complete their process. Now we are going to see the demo of the whole project. First, we are starting the server. For that, by clicking the start button, I am starting the server. Once the server started, we get a message called server started. Then we need to establish a connection with the client through which the client communicates with this worker. For that, first connecting the client by giving the IP address of the server. Here I am entering the IP address of the server and clicking the connect button to establish a connection. After connected successfully, we need to load the subject sequence. For that, first we need to select the database. Here I am selecting the data set called East and loading the selected data set in the database by clicking the load button. Once the dataset loaded in the database, we get a message table successfully created and multiple rows affected. Then we are going to view the dataset. Then we need to select the query sequence. Here I am selecting the query sequence query.txt. Then we are going to request a service to the server by clicking the request service. We need to wait until the server responds. Then the server accept the client job by clicking the accept button and send the accepted job to the job scheduler, which schedules the job according to a performance model. Then the scheduler scheduling the client job according to a performance model by clicking the scheduling job button. Once the job scheduler, we get a message called job successfully scheduled, and we can see the scheduled job here. Once the job scheduler complete the scheduling process, the server immediately communicate with the workers to allocate the client job. In FGCS system, we need three pieces for our process. One for client and the server, and the second one is for worker 1, and the third one is for worker 2. By clicking the next button, the server communicates with the workers. Once the job scheduler complete the scheduling process, the server immediately communicate with the workers to allocate the client job. In FGCS system, we need three pieces for our process. One for client and the server, and the second one is for worker 1, and the third one is for worker 2. By clicking the next button, the server communicates with the workers. Once the server initiates the connection, worker 1 log in to accept the connection. To accept the connection, we must give the IP address of the server. Here I am entering the IP address of the server to establish a connection. If we connect successfully, we get a message connected successfully. That means worker 1 connected successfully with the server. After establishing a connection, the worker 1 submitting the resource details to the server, such as port number, host name, etc. By clicking the submit button, worker 1 submitting the details to the server. Then it starts to detect the ideal CPU and GPU of its system. By clicking the ideal CPU, we can find the CPU usage and status of the CPU, and by clicking the ideal GPU, we can find the ideal time of the GPU. Then worker 1, if detects the ideal GPU, requests job from the server. Then worker 2 log in to accept the server connection. Here also we are going to give the IP address of the server in order to connect with the server. By clicking the login button, worker 2 connecting with the server successfully. After connecting the server, worker 2 submitting the resource details to the server. By clicking the submit button, worker 2 successfully submitting the resource details on the server and start to detect ideal CPU and GPU. By clicking the ideal CPU button, we can see the CPU usage and CPU status of the worker 2, and by clicking the ideal GPU button, we can find the ideal GPU of the worker 2. Once it detects the ideal GPU, worker 2 send request for a job to the server. By clicking the request button, worker 2 send request to the server. After all the workers accepting the connection, the server see the client details of the available workers. By clicking the worker details, we can get the workers details in. After all the workers establish the connection, the server look for the worker details. Here we can see the available workers and available resources. That means the resource details of the available workers. Then it detects the ideal GPU worker. By clicking the detecting ideal GPU, it starts to detect the ideal GPU. By clicking the detect button, we can see the worker who has maximum ideal GPU. Then the server assign the job to the worker with maximum ideal GPU by clicking the assigning job button, and the next job to the next maximum ideal worker. Like this, the server running the same process until all the client job to be assigned. By clicking the assign job, you can assign the job to the server. Here we are going to assign the job to all the workers by clicking the assign button. After assigning the job to all the workers, we get a message job assigned successfully. Then the server wait for the result from all the workers. Once the server assign the job, first worker 1 receive the job from the server. Here we are seeing the queries which we have received from the server. Then the worker 2 receive the job from the server. After all the workers receiving the job from server, they start to process. First, worker 1 processing the job and sending the result to the worker. Here, worker 2 processing the job and sending the result to the worker. Server receive the result from worker 1 and then from worker 2. After the job scheduler receive result from all the workers, the job scheduler combine the result of all workers to send it back to the client. By clicking the sending result button, the server send the processed result to the client with the processing time. Then the client receives the result by clicking the next button, and by clicking the receive button, the client receives the result from the server. Once the server send the result successfully, it get a message job completed in processing time milliseconds. When the client receives the results, it can see the status and processing time taken to complete the process. Once the status is completed, the client tend to see the results of the job. By selecting the respective job, the client see the process result of the specific job. Thanks for watching us.